Hey guys, John here from johnmcladen.com, and this is a message that goes out to anybody who's in the home business world, but specifically going out to network marketing, who feels that they're going through a struggle, who feels that they're going through a grind, and is looking for an answer. Well, I have an answer for you. And this is essentially the message. This is going to be a little bit of a rant, just a heads up. I'm going to try and keep this as concise as possible because this is very important. So many times within home business, you are provided with these different angles, these different perspectives and sales presentations from people with a solution to a problem. And usually the solution is really trying to get you to see a way to work smart versus working hard. Well, here's the perspective shift. How about you get smarter about working hard? Get smarter about working your ass off to achieve something that's going to make you satisfied and make you proud, but more importantly, make you better. Now, I say this from experience because when I was first getting into the online marketing, the network marketing, and the internet network marketing type of space, and really trying to earn my own way, doing it my way, it was because I was so sick and tired of the options that I had. And that happened to be in a small town in Bozeman, Montana, of doing insurance. And I love the idea of serving people, but I hated the whole aspect of trying to show them a plan that would work for them, just so I could try and upsell them to something that they didn't need whatsoever for the profit. So that's why I started to turn to more of a home business world. But that's when I started to experience things that I thought were right because I didn't know anything better at the time. And I was presented with a whole lot of things that you may be experiencing right now. And I want to give you a perspective and more of a mentality switch, give you some maturity of the things that you're going to be seeing and really the baseline of success no matter what you're doing. And the reason I say this is because I was doing some research lately, and it was an exact complement to a story a buddy of mine was telling me of his experience of some struggle that he was having mentally, because he had gotten connected on Facebook with some prospects who were interested in his message. But the only thing is, when he went ahead and did the timing, met up, everything happened right except for the meetup part. And it was supposed to be on Facebook. It's supposed to be to do a video face-to-face so that they could get some connection, so that he could build some trust. And he was telling me that, man, he was for a second there second guessing the work that he had put into that point because that part of it didn't work out. Everything else worked out. Advertisement worked out well, lead capture page worked out well, and his invite to get to know him better worked out well. But for that split second when things didn't go as expected in his mind that he was really excited about, all of a sudden it was questioning the effort that he put into it. It got me thinking about all the different market research I had been doing to try and help people in home business, and also particular network marketing, of the different messages I was seeing that were based on very, very salesman, fear-based things, of things that were hard or tough or challenging, that really get under your skin, that emotional vibe that makes you question the decision. Now, what I want to say about this is I've been through where you're at, more than likely. Because starting in 2011, I went through the whole process of first joining network marketing. I wasn't mentally prepared for it. I wasn't willing to put the work in necessary to develop myself in order to do the business. I'll just call myself out like that because I know that's what I was going through. Then I went into other things that were like online marketing, top tier sales, where the aspect was, hey, it's not going to be as hard as network marketing because we know that you want to get this certain result. We know that you want to have this certain residual income of, let's say, $10,000 a month for baseline. That's pretty much everybody's dream for time and financial freedom. So the selling point is getting there shorter. Then I see another sales presentation last night from when I was doing some research, and it was really targeting people who just wanted it now and didn't want to work for it. And it really got me thinking, that's what a lot of people end up really grasping around, is the more that you see these things that are supposedly easy and simple to do, the more it really caters to people's instantaneous gratification, but also weakness. And that's really what this message is about, of getting smarter about working hard, is going away from the weakness and getting into the toughness. Because your home business is tough no matter what you do, especially when we have these expectations that in a certain amount of time, we'll expect to see so much traffic, so much leads, so much money, and then all of a sudden one day if we don't feel like doing a certain action to get that result, all of a sudden it's like, man, I don't know if this is worth it. I don't really know if all the work ethic is really worth what I'm getting out of it. And what I want to say to that is tough. There is nothing that is harder on your mentality than life. Life will go ahead and show you your weakness threshold. And it'll also show you your heartache threshold. And I know there's a lot of different things out there that you're going through that maybe I can't relate to. But I want to let you know a little bit of a story of how exactly you can get to the point where these things that life throws at you, that your business throws at you, that you can look forward to getting smarter about getting tougher. They can get smarter about working hard and grinding at, and why it's so much worthwhile. And it really brings me to a phrase that a buddy of mine said that I'm working with. I said, you know what? An inch is a cinch, but a yard is hard. And quite frankly, when you're going for things that you never had before, it's going to be hard because that's a yard out from where you're at. It's hard to change, but it's well worth it. Now, just to give you the highlights of my story, I really started to second guess the perspective that I had, because I also had the perspective of getting smarter about working hard, and I was going to work smarter rather than work hard. That is up until a point where all of a sudden my chapter of life changed. And that was in about 2007, my sophomore year of college, when my dad was diagnosed with ALS. Now, the silver lining is that we were starting to have now a great relationship. That happened. We made some changes, wanted to go on a high note, got connected. It was fantastic. But that was the hardest mentally that I had seen. But it was also one of the greatest gifts that could have been provided to me from my father. Because that was to the point where I started to realize that you can go farther than you mentally think that you can, and not to let the mind get in the way of what you can achieve. Now, fast forwarding through some different chapters of life, relationship, personal, and business, it gets to the point where the more that you go through this failure and the more that you go through this pushing yourself, the stronger you get. Now, I really felt stronger when I finally got through a 4-year college in 7 years. Now, a lot of people didn't really understand that. They thought I was a party guy. They thought I wasn't paying attention. But the truth is, I was going through an emotional grind at that point, and it took everything I had to focus and to get through that. But that was one of the proudest moments I had, and it made me stronger for looking at a work ethic in a different perspective. So it's about getting smarter at working hard. So if you think that the things that you're putting effort in aren't quite providing you with the results that you want, and this could be talking to strangers, getting to know, putting together something on your online business, or it could be something where you're doing research, you're trying to figure out how things work, and you are just in that overwhelmed position, and maybe you're getting frustrated, you might want to throw your laptop out the window. I've been there. But here's the thing. When you find yourself another gear and push yourself beyond that point, the things that were once tough, once challenging, once frustrating, what just pissed you off, all of a sudden you get to another gear and you can handle it. I like to relate some of these things to the gym, because when I was going through therapy at the very first stage of back surgery, and all I was allowed to do was do a little walking and was allowed to do biceps and triceps, work the arms. I was so initially frustrated that I could only do maybe about 10 pounds on the machine because I was trying to work myself out, but I was really trying not to hurt that sore spot in my back. Then give it about 2 weeks later, when I was committed to the choice, the consistency, and the commitment, since I said committed already, but I was committed to that. Next thing you know, 2-3 weeks later, I had multiplied the weight that I was doing, the resistance by 3. The stuff that was hard before was a cinch. So keep on grinding and get smarter about your perspective of working hard, because anything that is tough, that challenges you, that is hard, is going to be so worthwhile. So whatever you do, whatever is getting you in your discomfort zone, whatever is getting you frustrated, annoyed, fearful, go at it. Find yourself another gear, or find yourself someone who can help you get to that point, because it's going to be so much worthwhile years down the road, or maybe down the road when you're retired, or down the road when you're at the end of the line, when you can look back and go, you know what? I found a way to take that on, rather than, man, I'm so glad I took the easy way out. If you have a story yourself, feel free to go ahead and like and comment down below, and I would love to hear your story about this sort of thing too. So, keep on grinding, keep on working hard. I'll see you in the next video. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. If you have an interest in home business, online traffic generation, personal development, make sure you give the video a like and subscribe. And if you'd like some help with your business results, leave a comment below or check out the link for 10 tips on how to get 50 leads a day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next video.